Hey guys, it's Anthony, Subaru Service. I just started another video. Yeah, I got about a minute into it and then something happened with the freaking camera. But it did have a 401 insufficient flow. I already cleared the codes. I didn't get it. I got the video just in case. But something happened. The freaking thing locked up. So I cleared the 401 insufficient flow. The EGR cooler does look a little cleaner than the intake, so I don't know if it's been off recently. Maybe it's welded shut. That's why the 401 code is, because generally if the valve was stuck, we'd have a stop performance code. We'd have other codes rather than just the PO 401. So let's look at some numbers here. Hang on, let me get set up. We'll look at some numbers and I'll be right back. Okay, here you go. Let's give it a little go ahead and let's kick it off, kick the key back on. It isn't all the way cold yet. 125 degrees. We just need to move it, so figured I'd go ahead and cold start it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get go ahead and start it, and let's no, I don't think it's cold enough. Let's find out. Here's the line graph. There you go. Let's cut this off. One and 7. Just initially we got 1 and 7. I'm gonna take it for a quick drive, and I guess it's cutting out and losing power under load too, so that could be a completely different injector. But right now we've got cylinder 1 and cylinder 7. Alright, shut the compensation off and we'll let this thing even out and let's go for a drive. Hang on. Okay, yeah, number 1's dying. Let me turn this down. Hang on. Look at number 1. It's just on the freaking ground. It's kind of taking number 2. I saw. Man, they're all over the place. Number 7. I saw number 6 acting up. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it while I'm driving, so hang on a second, I'll do it again. I know one of these days maybe I'll mount it on a tripod or something, who knows, but when I get through here, it's going to be bumpy. Alright, here we go. 1 by far is the worst one. And it started to take 2 out. Look, there, number 2's down. But 1, and look at number 6 over there. See the shadowing on the? Yeah, I can't hold it straight. The shadowing on number 6 shows it's. Man, this is damn near injector hell right here. It'll run completely different. You get rid of that number 1. Completely different. But is that the only one that needs replaced? It's the only one that's in dire need of replacement. But number 6, number 1, number 7 was a little low at start, and number 2 is right in the middle between 1 and 7, and it's only going to last so long. It was already showing a little low. It was already so. Let's see what we got for. Let's see if I can. Here we go. Let's see if the pickup drops. 47.5, 48.5. No, it's just injectors. We'll run a relative compression here in a minute, but yeah, it'll be completely different with number 1. In a perfect world, yeah, number 1, number 2, number 7, and number 6 would, but in the order of importance, I'd say number 1, then number 7, then number 2, then number 6. But, if it's a matter of just I'm sick of this hesitation that it's got, yeah, see number 2 there, I don't know, 1 and 2 are pretty, definitely number 1. If we're on a budget here, just throw number 1 in it. I mean, you can see number 7 kind of drop. Let me focus it, damn it. I'm trying to drive and just hold it up here. It doesn't always freaking work. I don't know why it ain't freaking focusing. Yeah, whatever, hang on. Alright, it's gonna be bouncy here for a second. Hang on. So, I don't know. I mean, I would almost say 1, 2, and 7. We get past this one bump right here. Here we go. I mean, it'll be a completely different truck just doing number 1. Maybe I'll just jump in and do number 1 and let number 2 and number 7 ride for a little while. I mean, there's no telling how long they'll be good, but number 1 is freaking shot. So, I mean, but 2 isn't far behind. I mean, it's almost, I mean, if the budget allows, I mean, 187,000 miles. Who knows how many, if any, injectors have been done. I mean, throw a freaking set in it. It's a 10-year-old truck. I mean, but you know, number 1, changing number 1 will make this thing run completely. It'll be almost back to normal. I gotta go low idle here. Let's watch it. Kind of call for a little bit of power. Trying to compensate. So is 7. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and call that right there. I mean, number 1, and possibly number 7 and number 2, but they're really not as bad as 1. I mean, if you want to just get in and get out and be done, throw a number 1 in it, but just be ready because could have another one drop at any time, because number 2 and number 7 have been, I mean, they've been picking up the slack for that number 1. So that's probably what where I'd go. Number 1, number 7, number 2. Number 6 doesn't seem too bad. It was just low there a couple of times, but I don't know. Number 1. Call number 1 and run with it. Alright guys, have a good day.